Hey guys, welcome back to NY Sports MC. We're heading into our last position group here, the defensive backs. How do we fix the cornerback position is going to be the big question when it comes to defensive backs. Greg Williams did a great job of working with the talent he had last year. It was a revolving door at corner. We had so many different people start and play significant snaps at the cornerback position, whether it be lack of production and being benched or injuries. So this is definitely a position we have to address. I think it's going to be a difficult one to address, as this year's draft is not particularly deep at the cornerback position, and the free agency class isn't really as well. But the free agent route is where I think we would have to go to address this concern. First, by signing back our own in Poole. Brian Poole was a huge asset to us. The slot has become even more and more important every single year, and it's great to have somebody there that can really cover those shifty receivers in the slot, and Poole did an outstanding job last year. So I'd want to bring him back on a 3 or 4 year deal, kind of get the rest of his prime. I believe he's about 27 years of age right now, so you get him until he's about 30, 31. And then at that point, we'll see how his production is, if we would want to keep him or look to get younger at the position at that point. So now if we look at the outside cornerback positions, it's going to be really difficult to find a true number one corner for this team this offseason. I think your best bet at getting one would be Byron Jones from the Cowboys. The Cowboys are really going to be tight when it comes to cap space, as they're going to really be looking to re-sign some of those people on the offensive side of the ball, like Dak Prescott and Amari Cooper. So I think Byron Jones is definitely going to be the odd man out. I think he's going to be the one that tests free agency the most and ultimately leaves Dallas. So he would be my number one target when it came to the cornerback position. He's also probably going to cost the most out of anyone that I'm going to mention here. So if we don't end up with Byron Jones, two of the other people I want us to look at is Logan Ryan from the Tennessee Titans. I think he played really well last year. Had that interception of Tom Brady at the end of the game to seal it in the playoffs. Logan Ryan's kind of a versatile piece. I wouldn't really call either him or the next guy I'm going to mention as a true number one, but definitely would be an upgrade over anything we had on the outside as of last year. And the third person I wanted to mention was James Bradberry of the Panthers. I think he played pretty well for them in spurts. It's one of those things where, we're not going to get a Darrelle Revis this offseason, right? So we got to just try to find players that are going to be able to be productive enough to allow Greg Williams to do the things that he loves to do with his defense. I think Bradberry is definitely an option there. So that would be who I want to bring in for our number one corner. Not saying that all those people are number one corners in the league, but our best option at what would be the best corner on our team for this upcoming year. As far as the cornerback number two spot, I think this is where you're going to want to reward some of those people that showed that they can play a little bit last year. I would bring back Mollett on a cost-efficient deal. I don't think anybody's going to be banging down his door, really. And then you also have Bless Austin coming back. Bless Austin has not played a lot in the last 3 years. Everybody thought when we drafted him it was going to be a redshirt year for him, and that he was just going to take the whole year to get those knees ready to go so that we didn't have to worry about injuries again. Ends up coming back and playing significant snaps because of how poor and how injury depleted we were at the position. Played pretty well for spurts. I know that one game he did not do so well, got benched by Greg Williams, and then we didn't see him in the last game of the season. But he's very, very young, has a lot of talent. I think you let some of these guys just fight for that cornerback number two spot between Bless Austin, Mollett, and anybody else that you may bring in on one of these lower level deals that you're just trying to get to compete. So that's what it's going to have to be at the cornerback position. Not the most ideal situation, but if we can get Byron Jones or even Logan Ryan and James Bradberry, if we can get one of these guys and Bless Austin could make that step to the next level this upcoming year, the cornerback position should still be drastically improved from last year. Not saying it's going to be a top-tier cornerback group, but it will be much improved from last year. And then the safety position, as you can see in my video about when the news broke that the Jets are negotiating with Jamal Adams on a long-term deal, safety position, we're set for I'm hoping the next decade plus with Jamal Adams and Marcus May. It was great to see Marcus May finally stay healthy for the whole year. I think he's going to continue to grow. They play really well together. I think they complement each other well. Marcus May is more of the coverage. Jamal Adams is a jack of all trades, but definitely more the guy that's going to be up in the box. So they complement each other very, very well. They're both very young. I would love to see them in Jet uniforms for the rest of their careers. So the safety position is pretty good. Rontez Miles has been a great backup for us. I know he was injured last year. Hope he can come back healthy this year for us because he's also a great special teams player. So I'm not really worried about the safety position. So let me know what you guys think. How do we address the cornerback position? Is there somebody in the draft that could be available to us that I'm missing? Is there somebody else in free agency that you guys would like us to target? Let me know down in the comments below. And as always, Jet up.